Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the Fi Collar for dogs. Now, this is the second generation, I believe, of this product. I did purchase this, so this is not something that was sent for review. And the idea is really simple. If you want to be able to track your dog if they, unfortunately ever do escape and run away, this is one of the most popular ways to do so. So there are a lot of other solutions out there on Amazon. I may be investigating those as well because it's not like I'm loyal to Fi at all. It was on sale over the holiday for $100 US, and comes in a variety of different colors. It uses AT&T's LTE in order to track. There is a annual subscription. I think it's $100 US. And of course, there are other solutions out there that do not require an annual subscription. And I'm going to investigate those as well. They do have, I believe, a 30-day return policy. So if, for example, in the area that I live, Verizon is the superior carrier. In fact, AT&T is spotty at best. So if this doesn't live up to the potential that I'm hoping for, then it looks like, I'll just have to turn to another solution that either leans on Verizon, which I've really not been able to find anything. I've seen a lot of people talking about getting the Verizon Gizmo, which is a wristwatch designed to track your kids in the event that they vanish. But, this Fi does get some of the best reviews on the internet. But again, if it doesn't work for my intended purpose, which is in the event that Barks escapes and goes on, a run, which I see plenty of my neighbors always posting publicly, my dog, ran away. If you see the dog, let me know. I just don't want to be in that club. And it's pretty obvious that this is a very small expense between it being $100 for the collar itself and then $100 a year to have that peace of mind and be able to obviously locate your dog with such accuracy. It just seems like a complete no-brainer. Now, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to need my Japanese scissor if I know where it was last seen. It's been a while since I've had to work with these sort of, the plastic ties. But let's see what else is in the box before I get there. Of course, you do have to charge this, so this is not something that's going to live on your dog. But, when you are letting your dog out, whether you have an invisible fence or you have a real fence, this is just, I think, a good measure. I think it definitely is worth it if it functions. Now, in the event, like I've said over and over again, that's everything that's in the box, it doesn't work out for me because of it leaning on AT&T, then of course I'll be looking at other products. And there are a few on Amazon that I have my eye on. This is the dock. I believe the Pogo port is right there on the back. I'm going to look to see because I don't think, I generally use this to open, and I don't think there's any way I'm cutting through this, nor do I want to do damage to the collar itself. So let me just take a peek. But, Type A USB. I'm guessing this is micro. It is. I shouldn't really expect too much, right? God forbid they would use a Type C connector, but it doesn't really matter because the charging is still proprietary with this dock. And of course, you can buy additional docks. You can see the micro USB port right there. And but the lifespan on this, that's one of the other big appeals of the Fi. I believe that the rating is something, I believe it's more than a month. But if it's in the, search for your dog mode because they've escaped and taken off on a little journey, then that window, that battery life starts to essentially erode. So that's what you've got to be aware of. I'm looking to see if I've got a scissor here. My Japanese scissor grew legs. I can't believe it. And if you're wondering why I call it my Japanese scissor, it's because I did get it from Japan. And I've had it for many, many years. And it's a phenomenal scissor. But I am not seeing it. So at any rate, again, I'll update all of you in terms of performance. I just wish I could locate this thing so that I could at least cut it open. I didn't know that Fi was going to put this thing on lockdown. Wait a minute. I may have located it as I go around the studio here and dig through the variety. I mean, yep, I have found it. So we're in luck. I can actually attempt to show you. But it seems like a no-brainer. Again, the amount of times that I see my neighbors saying, please, please help. And I know what that agony is because I've gone through, dogs taking off in the past, in the course of my life. And of course, devices like this didn't exist years ago. So now that they do, there's really, I mean, you want to save the money, you can save it, but I just know the anguish associated with it. And I don't see any reason why anyone would want to go through that when something like this makes it as simple as getting in your car and just finding your pooch. So, of course, the dedicated app, that's another reason that this gets solid reviews. I went with yellow. To me, the gray color and this were my two top choices. And solid buckle here seems well made. And also, the receiver is not gigantic. A lot of these GPS satellite tracking collars are really too robust, in my opinion. It looks like you're putting, headgear on the dog. So we'll see. You do have to make sure to measure your dog's neck, of course, for sizing. I believe there are 4 different sizes, if my memory serves. This is large because he's a fairly big boy at 80 pounds, but he's not the XL. I think that starts at like 22 inches and up, or I don't know. At any rate, just make sure you measure. You don't want to get this and then you have the wrong size. And then down the road, if you do want to get additional colors, it's, as easy as just ordering them. The docking process, from what I saw, is that, yep, it is magnetic, so it just drops on there, and that's it. I mean, it'll charge up. It is falling off, oddly enough. It is not staying on, so that's an interesting design flaw. But it could also be the orientation that I have it in. Maybe it's got to be this way. Yeah, I'm a genius. No one ever said that I was working in a lab, right? And there you have it. So that's pretty much it. I don't know what the actual charge time is, but again, the battery life is one of the biggest selling points on this, besides the fact that, of course, you have LTE connectivity. And we'll see how it works out. If it's a winner, you're going to hear about it, because I think, again, this is a great investment if you actually care about your pet. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe, and please stay safe. Later.